over 150 yards. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Play 1 and Prescott to the air. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Clayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Prescott. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Ross, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Prescott
And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than... Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Garrett Wilson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Ready, set.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the micro.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds Wilson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to shake him off.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 29, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On second down, it's Edwards. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They run once more with Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. On third down, here's Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now Prescott.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Prescott to throw it. Shakes him, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the second time this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Prescott.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is fielded inside the 5.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now come the Eagles.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.